chụp chùm bầu bầu, chùm bầu chụp chụp chùm bầu bầu, chùm bầu chụp chùm bầu bầu.
Dalton Phillips.
Yes. I'm sorry, have we met?
No, we haven't. Careless of us, don't you think?
Mm-mm. And you are?
Very thirsty.
Well, I suppose we should do something about that. Bottle of water? Is bottle of water okay?
That'd be fine.
Listen, why don't you wait for me outside, and I'll see what I can find.
All right.
I'm afraid this is the only bottle of water I could find.
Shall we go?
Go? Go where?
It's a surprise. Get in.
I'm not big on surprises.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
Yeah?
Check out my vanity plates.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hey, what's the deal?
Alex, we should go, honey. Are you ready?
Carter, did you say something?
You're not dressed.
Oh, is it time to go already? It'll just take me a minute.
Sweetheart, what is it? You have another migraine?
Oh, I took those pills. I thought it would make it go away.
Oh, it's all right. You don't have to go.
No, I want to go.
Don't be silly. It's only a book signing.
Maybe once those pills take effect.
I'll tell you what. If you feel better, come later. It lasts till 10 o'clock, okay?
Okay. Okay, but you better go. I don't want to make you late again.
You feel better.
So thanks to your book, I've learned to give him privacy. I haven't searched his drawers for over a year.
That's,
But the point is, you were right. The more I just listen, the more he communicates.
Oh, Betty, there you are. Lillian here was just telling me what a good listener she's become after reading my last book.
Well, I'm sure you'll find Dr. Elston's new book just as helpful.
I'm planning on reading a chapter a night aloud when we go to bed.
You'll love that.
Carter.
Dr. Elston, remember me?
Oh, of course. Good evening, Mrs. Catcher, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Oh, I was so afraid all these video cassettes would be gone before I got here. Can't wait for your next one.
Well, you are my #1 fan. You remember my editor, Ms. Lansing?
Oh, indeed I do. Is Mrs. Elston here, too?
No, she couldn't make it. She had a headache.
Oh, yes, I used to have headaches when I was a younger woman. Then Mr. Catcher passed away, and I haven't had one since. Strange, that.
Yes, strange indeed.
I hate to interrupt, but we have to be out of here by 10, and the store needs you to sign some copies for them.
Oh, is it 10 o'clock already?
Afraid so. If you'll excuse us.
I'll see you real soon, Mrs. Catcher. Thank you for coming.
Good night, Doctor. Miss Lansing.
God bless you.
My pleasure.
Here you go, Dr. Elston.
All these?
You'll be out of here in 10 minutes tops. I will see you in the morning.
The morning, what? Remind me.
Empower Your Love, Volume 3 infomercial.
The infomercial, I completely forgot about it.
Communication skills from the world's greatest relationship expert. Good night, Jerry. Carter? Carter?
Hello? Hello?
Alex? Hi there. How's your headache?
Hi. Oh, I took a long bath. How did it go?
Oh, I missed you. The place was mobbed. We sold out. Alex, I have to tell you something.
Carter, please. I was sound asleep.
Now, this is important.
Do I have to?
Now, come on, please. Here we go.
Oh. You can share your thoughts with me without fear because I am your safe place. And I promise to listen with both the passion of a lover and the compassion of a friend.
Alex, there's something I've been thinking about for a long time. Tonight, when you missed another book signing, I decided it's time to stop thinking about it and just do it.
Like these headaches were my fault?
Of course not, but it's also possible that you're not that interested anymore. And how could you be when the truth is I'm not either? My success has made us a lot of money and given us more invitations than we know what to do with.
Correction, that you know what to do with.
Agreed, but you know as well as I do that none of it has anything to do with who I am and what's important to me.
So what are you saying?
As soon as I'm finished with my commitments on the publicity for this latest book, I'm going to stop writing and go back to practicing medicine where I belong.
Practicing medicine? Sure, why not? Be happy.
It would mean moving out of the city.
Excuse me?
See, I'm not interested in a big city practice. I need something small, intimate. a small town. And I think it would really be good for you, too. Talk to me. Tell me what you're feeling.
Carter, I didn't marry a doctor. I married a best-selling author. How do you expect me to feel?
Look, I know it's a shock. All I'm asking is that you'll think about it. Can you do that? Can you do that for me?
Think about it?
Yes, think about it.
That's all.
Yes.
Fine.
This just in, art critic Dalton Phillips, who was killed last night in the Lower East Side, appears to have been the victim of a hit-and-run driver. Detective Winitsky of the police department declined further comment, except to promise a thorough investigation.
We now join Mrs. Dalton Phillips at an all-night nearby car wash.
Thank you. And for our local metropolitan tri-state area, for today and the next 3 or 4 days, we'll be having just lovely weather, somewhere between 70 and 75 degrees during the day, going down to approximately 50, 55 at night.
With the help of the simple exercises that these brave couples have demonstrated here today, you too can make your relationship a safe place to communicate. And as we all know, communication is the way to empower your love. I'm Dr. Carter Elston. Thank you. Be good to each other and keep talking.
Hi. You were terrific. Wasn't he terrific?
Yeah, he's always terrific. Well, I'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye, Nancy. So, just one more to take and you're through. Carter, please tell me what's wrong.
I think Alex may be seeing someone.
I'm sorry. Have you said anything or asked her?
I can't accuse her of something like that with no more to go on than I've got. What if I'm wrong?
What if you're not?
Hey.
God, I hate this. But hey, anything to give my husband the wife he deserves. Angry, resentful, and mean as hell. Sheila Feinstein.
Alex Elston.
You're married to Carter Elston. The Empower Your Love Elston?
Yeah, how'd you know?
I asked.
Oh, you've read his books?
When you're married to Warren Feinstein, you don't spend a lot of time reading up on how to prolong the relationship.
Oh.
I'm just an infomercial junkie. So tell me, what's it like being married to the world's greatest love expert?
Oh, challenging. Well, Carter has this crazy idea that he wants us to move to a small town so that he can become a small doctor.
Not fond of rural living?
No.
I know exactly how you feel. Come from a small town myself. Flint, Arizona, population 594.
Oh, no. Marysville, Iowa, population 91.
No! Oh, God, please don't tell anyone.
I promise.
Sheila, finally.
Rosemary Monroe, Alex Elston.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Alex is married to Dr. Carter Elston, you know, the Empower Your Love author.
Oh, I should pick up a copy from my husband. I hear he and his mistress are having problems. French fry?
No, thank you.
Sheila, can I see you for a minute in private? Got that little errand I have to run. Now, please.
Excuse me.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Rosemary, I'm going to say it one more time. You don't have to do this.
Of course I do. And I will. I'm just nervous.
So was I. I also woke up this morning happier and more hopeful than I've been in years. Enough said. By the way, I think Alex has real potential.
What do you mean she has potential? How much did you tell her?
I'm incredibly stupid, so I told her everything. What? Just think a nice lunch might be in order.
Okay, fine. Well, we'll take her to lunch tomorrow. Assuming I'm not in custody by then.
No. That reminds me. I've been eating this anymore.
I can't believe you have that with you. Doesn't Warren check your purse anymore?
Oh, he's graduated to my waste baskets.
Warren going through garbage. There's an image.
Kind of redundant, isn't it?
La pistola y cose nuovamente prendo alla sparo.
What the? Hey! Hey! Human being! Human hunter here! Hey, whoa! Hey! 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 What?
Damn! Works for me.
Well, Sheila, you busy girl. Dalton Phillips, Samuel Fisher, Carl Lanley. Dalton Phillips. Dalton. Who?
Back.
I'm in here.
What's going on?
How was your book signing?
It was a photo shoot.
That's right. You're early.
What is going on?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
No, I really don't know what you mean.
Alex, are you having an affair?
You just asked her point blank?
Absolutely.
And?
And she said I was being ridiculous.
And you believed her?
I've loved her since the first time I saw her, Betty. I don't want to lose her.
It's not what I asked you.
Dr. Elston, there you are. Hello, Miss Lansing.
Hi, Mercedes.
Is Mrs. Elson home?
She left about an hour ago.
Did she say where she was going?
Not a word. Dr. Underwood just returned your call. He's very anxious to talk to you, and he'll be at this number all day.
Thank you, Mercedes. Thank you very, very much.
Why don't you go ahead and talk? I'll make us some coffee.
Clifford, it's Carter. Yeah, you're right. It is about time. No, go ahead. I'm very interested.
An affair? Can you believe it?
What did you tell him?
I told him he was being absurd.
Guess what you told him? Are you having an affair?
No, I am not having an affair. Why would I do that?
The obvious sweaty reasons.
Please, one man is enough of a headache. I don't need any needless additions.
No, speak for yourself.
Oh. It's pathetic, isn't it? The relationship doctor in a troubled relationship. Would you go to a dentist who had rotten teeth?
Carter, everyone has relationship problems. That's why your books sell. Why should you be immune?
Not immune, but I should have been able to see the problems earlier. I'm trained to see those problems, but I didn't. There's been this slow drift.
Slow drift from where?
Bliss. She was a heartland beauty, a vision unsullied.
More coffee, sir?
Yes. Yes, please.
There was absolutely nothing special about the way we met. He saw me and was smitten. I have that effect on men. I had a lot going for me in those days. In a small town kind of way. I wasn't about to give it up for just anyone.
Thank you very much. Do you think I could have a little sweetening?
But he was this big deal, successful writer with a penthouse and invitations to every important event in New York. And what could I say? It sounded like a pretty exciting life. I have to admit, it was very passionate.
So what's the problem?
False advertising. Carter's idea of a good time is a quiet evening at home, trying out new sharing and communicating techniques. If I wanted a quiet evening at home, I would have stayed in Iowa.
The last time Warren and I spent a quiet evening at home bonding, he ended up slamming me into a wall.
He hits you?
Oh, before you judge him too harshly, I should add that he never, ever leaves a mark.
Robert leaves his mark all over town.
Anyone know a good divorce attorney that does group discounts?
I'm completely responsible. I took her out of the place that gave her strength, innocence, and it was wrong for both of us. I see that now. I have a plan. A place.
A place?
Cedar Valley, New Hampshire, population 1,442.
Get this. Carter's attorney talked Carter into making me sign a prenuptial agreement.
Oh, dear.
I would end up with an allowance that wouldn't even cover my monthly waxing expenses.
What about life insurance?
Big deal. Be just like him to outlive me.
Not necessarily.
Oh, Sheila, there's a friend of ours we must say hello to. Would you excuse us for a moment, Alex? Come, dear.
Excuse me.
Are you crazy? What the hell is your problem? Was I the only one sitting at that table when she just blathered away in front of that waiter? I say we don't want her.
I tell you, she's a perfect candidate.
We know nothing about her, really.
I like her.
Oh, please. You like everyone. You even like me. What is the big crime here? Hubby doesn't like to wear a tux? Oh, give me a break. At least Warren beats you.
Please. Your Robert is such a prize.
Well, that's exactly my point.
George Harris, Warren Feinstein.
You really think you can trust her?
More than I trust that little candidate you came up with.
I will have you know that Jane Armitage despises her husband more than any woman I've ever met.
She also broke out in hives when her manicurist retired.
Fine, fine, okay, fine. I will consider Alex.
Good.
Happy?
Yes.
Fine. Oh, sorry it took so long. She just loves to talk.
She's such a bore.
Isn't the food wonderful here? Wait till you taste the desserts.
See anything you want.
Oh, I was thinking of a list. A little list of names. Male names only, please, if that's all right.
Alex, have you ever participated in a chain letter?
Sure. I fell for that a few times back home. Why?
Well, as luck would have it, it turns out there's all sorts of chain letters with all sorts of fascinating rewards for your name reaching the top.
Such as?
No. Recipes, jokes, makeup, pantyhose.
Murder.
Murder?
I prefer to think of it as a societal correction. It's really simple in its perfection. Murder the husband at the top of the list, and you are in the right to add your husband's name to the bottom.
And then, murder by murder, your husband's name moves up to the top of the list.
And voila. Instant widowhood. No begging for alimony payments, no desperate search for loopholes in your prenup. Not to mention the life insurance check that you're almost too grief-stricken to accept.
In other words, you get what you deserve, and he gets what he deserves.
So where do these women come from? Is it just some free-for-all, one of those whoever gets there first kind of things?
No, not a chance.
No, that would be too risky. Each woman who participates is hand-picked and recruited.
By who?
By the woman whose husband's name is on the bottom of the list, which will soon be me. She picks the woman who's going to kill the man at the top of the list. Got it?
For example, I was recruited by Joan Harris. I took care of the name at the top of the list, Dalton Phillips. And I was rewarded by having my husband's name, Warren Feinstein, added to the bottom. When I recruited, moi.
Oh, and I took care of the new man on the top of the list, Mr. Samuel Fisher. And now a new list will be issued, minus the name of Mr. Samuel Fisher, but with Robert Monroe, a.k.a. the bane of my existence, on the bottom.
The beauty of it is your husband is killed by someone you don't even know.
Wow. Who started this?
Who knows?
Who cares?
The point isn't who started it. The point is carefully and discreetly keeping it going. It may have been going on for years, decades, centuries. Think of it.
But how did you make sure that you got the credit for killing Dalton Phillips so that Warren's name would get added to the bottom?
It's my favorite part. Artistic in its simplicity. Take last week's service for Dalton Phillips, which I read was very tasteful. Among the array of floral arrangements, the widow Phillips found a stunning spray of white gladioli with a sympathy card from a Mr. Warren Feinstein, complete with the return address. The widow Phillips sees the telltale flowers from a man she's never heard of and knows exactly what this means.
Burn in hell, you cheap, smug, promiscuous bastard.
So there you have it. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, yours for the taking. We know this is a big decision. We don't want you to make it in haste. After all, it is murder.
Carter, I'm home. Good evening, Mrs. Elston. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Mercedes. Good night.
Hold it, don't come in here.
What are you doing in there?
It's a surprise. Close your eyes. Close them. All right, you can open your eyes.
How beautiful. What's the occasion?
Poached salmon.
The occasion is fish?
And your favorite Chardonnay. All right. A toast. To the wife of the new general practitioner at the Family Medical Group in Cedar Valley, New Hampshire.
Start talking.
All right, here it is. I've made arrangements today to take over a family medicine practice from an old colleague of mine in the charming town of Cedar Valley. He'll have my new office ready in 4 weeks. Talk to me. Tell me what you think.
Carter,
Yes?
you're insane.
What?
If you think for 1 second that I am leaving the most exciting city in the world to go to Nowheresville, New Hampshire.
Honey, we talked about this.
It was just talk.
I made a commitment. A commitment to put this marriage back together in a place where I'm needed and where you can feel like you're going home again.
Home? Home to what? 2 stoplights, 4-page newspapers, tractor pulls, and inbreeding?
I'll tell you what. We'll give it a year, all right? 12 months to see if we can salvage the years we've invested. If it doesn't make a difference, and I think it will, we'll take it from there. Whatever you want. Now, come on, that is a fair request. Alex, Alex. Do you want a divorce? Just tell me, yes or no.
Believe me, Carter, divorce is the last thing on my mind.
Okay, well then how do we resolve this?
We used to have passion.
We can have it again someday.
Someday isn't good enough. Carter, make love to me. You used to take my breath away. Can you do it?
Yes.
I need you to do it. You have no idea how important it is.
Yes.
It's me. Don't call me back. Carter's here. I just wanted you to know that I've been thinking about what we talked about today. And the answer's yes. I'm all yours.
In the New York metropolitan tri-state area, we can expect a high of 72 with a low of 60. The 3-day forecast has a low front coming in from the north.
Goodbye, darling. We can talk about Cedar Valley later if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Over now to Frank.
See ya.
Frank has the traffic report for us. Frank, are you there?
Where'd you find this?
In her drawer. Yes, Dr. Carter Elston, renowned expert on communicating in a relationship, rifled through his wife's underwear.
Welcome to the dark side.
What is it?
Men's names in her own handwriting, hidden under her lingerie, isn't it obvious?
What, lovers?
Yes, lovers.
Oh, well, who keeps a list of their lovers' names and addresses on an envelope?
Well, when you have that many, I guess it's hard keeping them straight without a visual aid. Listen, I told her about Cedar Valley last night.
How'd it go?
Disastrous, and I wondered why. I refuse to live like this. I gotta find out what's going on.
Well, ask her.
Oh, no. I want some straight answers for a change.
From whom?
Well, let's start with Samuel Fisher.
What are you doing?
Yes, a listing in Greenwich, Connecticut for a Samuel Fisher, 35 Wood Street, please.
Carter, what are you planning to say to this man? Hi, Sam, this is Carter Elston. How's this for a coincidence? We're both sleeping with my wife.
I understand, operator, but I really need the number. Well, no, this is an Hello?
Carter, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna wing it. I'll talk to you later.
So Sam sticks the stupid intern with the bill, but he leaves the coat check girl a $200 tip.
Sam, all right.
Oh, good old Sam.
Yeah. So where is good old Sam anyway?
Where indeed? Up or down?
Well, he wasn't exactly a saint, was he?
Hope he can handle the heat.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Samuel Fisher is dead?
What's your point?
Cheers. Carl Lanley.
Where is she?
Relax. She'll be here.
Finally. Where have you been?
Don't mind her. You just have an eager little recruit here.
Actually, about that.
I know it. There's something wrong.
Oh, Alex, don't be silly. Of course, nothing's wrong-ish.
Wrong-ish? What is that supposed to mean?
It's just that I had lunch with Jane Armitage today.
Oh, Rosemary, you didn't.
Who is Jane Armitage?
Sheila. I'm telling you, you wouldn't have recognized her. We're talking calm. We're talking cool. We're talking collected.
We're talking Xanax.
Who is Jane Armitage?
The thing is that when we got into lunch, we started talking about the chain letter. You know, I'd already mentioned it to her, and then one thing kind of led to another.
Who is Jane Armitage?
She's a very dear friend of mine who has an absolute nightmare for a husband. And, well, I kind of recruited her instead of you. But she promised me that she would recruit you just as soon as she takes care of Carl Langley.
How could you do that to me?
Oh, no, Alex, I swear. I promise you won't have to wait long.
Chatham Towers. No. 25 East 75th Street.
Move on, pal. There's nothing here you want to see.
Yeah, well, I'm a doctor. Is there anything I can do to help?
Not unless you're good with dead people.
Here you go, sir. Hey, aren't you Dr. Carter Elston, the infomercial guy?
You're an infomercial doctor.
Well, it's just something I fell into, you know, in communicating with...
Let's get to work.
All right. Hey, take care, Doc.
Excuse me. What happened here?
Oh, you name it. My upstairs neighbor had an accident in his jacuzzi. There's a fire in the alley.
You know someone named Carl Lanley?
Of course.
You know where I can find him?
Sure. That's him coming out the door right now.
Let's go.
I didn't sleep a wink. What? No. If she knows about her two dead lovers, she's taking it extremely well. Look, Betty, I know you're not crazy about Alex, but that is completely unjustified. A few coincidences. I know they're both dead. Listen, I have to go. Right. Bye.
Did I hear the phone?
It was just Betty. Are you expecting a call?
No, not at all. I just asked Carter. Let's not talk it to death.
Shall I ask Mercedes to fix you something?
I gotta go.
Oh, where are you off to?
Here and there. The club.
Club?
Yes, Maison de Femme. Have a lovely day.
You too. Mercedes, I have to go out for a while. Thanks for breakfast.
My pleasure, Dr. Elston.
Jane Armitage.
Yes?
Hi, I'm Alex Elston. Rosemary Monroe's friend.
You should have called. My husband's here.
Excuse me. But as far as I'm concerned, you should have called me.
Listen, I was going to, but with one thing or another...
Look, could I just have my list, please?
I'm sorry, but I recruited my sister Nicole instead.
You what? Shh. You promised Rosemary that you would recruit me.
I lied. If you knew what she had been through...
No. This isn't right. I already have a copy of the list. And I already know who the next target is. A Mr. Chase Woodward. So maybe I'll just get there before she does.
And maybe if he's dead when my sister gets there, I will turn you into the police so fast you won't know what hit you.
Okay, well then maybe I should just have a little chat with your sister. Who and where is she?
It won't do you any good.
I said, where is she?
My husband's in line behind this? For God's sake, pull the plug.
I would, but his children got an order preventing me from doing that very thing. You see that camera? Records 24 hours a day just to make sure I don't get any bright ideas. And just in case I do manage to outsmart the camera, there's a full-time staff in the room next door monitoring John's every heartbeat.
Can it hear us?
No.
Well, this must be costing a fortune.
$18,000 a month, coming right out of my inheritance. Now, do you see my problem?
No. Look at him. He's obviously about to kick it any minute, and I'm stuck with a husband who's as healthy as a horse.
He's been like this for 6 years. His doctors say he could outlive me.
Dr. Abra?
Okay. How much? How much for us to trade places? I'll go first, and I'll kill Chase Woodward, and then you kill George Harris.
I finally found a way out. I think I should take it now.
But you'll only be one away. I'll work fast, and I'll pay John's medical bills until he's dead. Okay, fine. I will recruit you next. I'll pay his medical bills, and I'll throw in a blank check to my plastic surgeon. You can treat yourself.
You have someone good?
Mm-hmm. Dr. Smith. Thumbs up from New York Savvy.
Oh, I hear he's good.
Uh-huh. He's the best. These could be yours.
Okay. Don't keep me waiting.
Have it here, 5cc. Clear. Right now. Move it up to 200.
And that's when I lost her. And she didn't go home. I checked. Mercedes hadn't heard from her.
Carter, if nobody on the list was on the building directory, isn't it possible that Alex was just out visiting friends?
They must have talked fast. She wasn't in either place for more than 5 or 10 minutes. And when you visit friends, do you sneak out the back door when you leave?
I'm sorry, I just think that you're letting your imagination run a little too wild.
Well, I didn't imagine the first 2 men on the list are dead.
I'm telling you, this is premature.
I'm telling you, it's not. 2 dead guys on a list of 5? Come on.
Both of which could have been accidents for all we know.
I know this guy. Hang on. Detective? Excuse me. Do you remember me? We met at the jacuzzi accident on East 75th Street, Carl Lanley.
Miss Lanley, how can I help you?
No, that's the dead guy. I'm Dr. Carter Elston. Remember?
The infomercial, doctor. How can I help you?
Well, I'd like to report a series of homicides.
Possible.
Probable. Okay, let's just call them suspicious deaths. Who can I speak to about suspicious deaths?
Okay, let me see if I got this straight so far. You found a list of men in your wife's underwear drawer. You think they might be your lovers. You go to confront them, and they end up dead.
Wait, that sounds a lot more incriminating than I meant it to.
Sort of does, doesn't it?
Look, if I'd killed these guys myself, would I voluntarily come here?
It's been known to happen.
I'm not 100% sure these guys were murdered. All I'm asking you to do is just check out the official cause of death on the first 2 names on a copy of the list I gave you. And if it turns out they're homicides...
Then I should arrest your wife as a possible serial killer.
Yeah. No, of course not. That's ridiculous.
Then what do you want?
There are men on this list that I haven't contacted yet. If they're not dead already, they might be in great danger. They at least deserve to be warned, and I think they'll take it a whole lot more seriously if it comes from you than from me.
Okay, fine. Thanks for coming in.
So what, that's it?
I got everything I need for now, yeah.
And you really will check it out?
Like a bloodhound.
If I find another list, should I bring it in?
I'll be real mad if you don't.
Well, I'll bring it in.
You do that. Thanks again.
It's your copy.
Tell us exactly what happened.
What do you think?
I think he thinks I'm crazy or a killer or both.
So what's next?
Next man on the list.
Chase Woodward?
Yes?
Hi. I'm told you own this lodge?
You were told right.
Then the cognac is yours.
To what do I owe the pleasure of this extraordinary gift?
Actually, to be honest, it's only part a gift. The other part's a bribe.
A bribe? Well, now I am intrigued.
Well, there's something that I need to do. And I was told since you own the property that I'd need to get your permission.
Well, I'm not likely to refuse any request from such a beautiful lady.
Well, it's a little out of the ordinary.
Try me.
I need to get rid of my husband. What a beautiful place, Chase.
I always come out here alone, but this is the first time I've been out here with such a beautiful woman.
We spent our honeymoon here. These were the last happy days we spent together.
Are you sure you don't want some of this? It'll cheer you right up.
No, it would put me right to sleep. And I don't think that's what either one of us has in mind.
I'll drink to that. So tell me, how did, I mean, if you don't mind my asking.
That was the night we got back from our honeymoon. He was unpacking the back of our camper on our sloped driveway when the brakes slipped.
He was run over by his own camper?
It took me 3 long years to get up the courage to say goodbye. But finally, last week, I gave them permission to pull the plug. You can't imagine how lonely I've been, how filled with unspent love, year after year after year.
Imagine it. I live it. My wife doesn't have a camper to blame. So, what do you say we dump those ashes and row over to the cabin and find some way to comfort ourselves?
Who needs a cabin, Chase? In fact, this was the last place that John and I made love. So what better way to say goodbye to him and relive a beautiful moment?
That is the most romantic thing I have ever heard.
But first, would you mind, Chase? I'd like to offer a brief prayer.
A prayer?
Stand up. May I rest easy, with a clear conscience, knowing what a worthless bastard you were.
Oh, forgive me, darling, but even I would deserve a better send-off than that.
I meant you, you fool.
Oh, Chase, you okay?
Excuse me. You know where I can find Chase Woodward?
Yeah, his cabin's just down the road, but his boat's gone. He's probably out on the lake.
Thanks.
Explain to me again what you were doing in the area.
Well, as I told you, I just wanted to get out of the city, you know, breathe some fresh air.
And it suddenly occurred to you to visit...
Chase, yeah.
You're the relationship doctor. How would you define your relationship with the deceased?
Friend. Actually, rather a friend of my wife's.
A close friend of your wife's?
Yeah, no, not so close.
So you stop off on a whim to look for a not-so-close friend of your wife's, and?
And I found him drowned.
Nothing else?
No, nothing else.
Carter, I came as soon as I got your message. I was worried sick about you. Are you all right?
I'm fine, sort of.
I'm glad you're here, Mrs. Elston. I have some questions for you, too.
No, actually, she's not Mrs.
I'm Betty Lansing. I'm Dr. Elston's editor.
I see.
Oh, and what is it that you see, officer?
Sheriff Moss.
The sheriff's a little unclear about my relationship.
Is Dr. Elston under arrest?
What?
Presently, no, Miss.
Ms. Lansing.
Ms. Lansing?
Well, in that case, I think it's time we should go, Carter.
What the hell was I supposed to tell him? You saw Winitsky's reaction? This sheriff would have thought that I murdered Chase Woodward, or worse, that Alex is some kind of serial killer.
Lying to protect her is misguided.
What, you think Alex is a serial killer?
No. I don't like her, but I don't think she's a serial killer.
Listen, I don't know if Chase Woodward drowned by accident or not. Matter of fact, I don't know a damn thing about the guy, except he floats. But I do know this, that Alex is my wife, and I owe her the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, Sheila, what floors did you use for the Dalton Phillips Gladiola spray? I made some calls. They don't all keep them in stock. Great. Got it. Thanks.
Alex.
Damn it, Carter's home. I've got to go. I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, darling. How was your day?
Long. Yours?
You know, the usual.
Who were you talking to?
When?
On the phone, just now.
No one.
Come here. Please. I'd like you to share your thoughts with me without fear, because I am your safe place. And I promise to listen with both the passion of a lover and the compassion of a friend. Alex, I promise you, there is nothing you can tell me that I won't do my best to understand. And there's nothing we can't work through together if we try. I hope you believe that. Because every relationship is based on trust. So with that in mind, there's something I'd like to show you, and I need you to answer honestly.
Carter, there's something that I have to tell you, and it's very important.
What is it?
Well, I've given a lot of thought to everything that we've discussed, and I've come to the realization that you were right about everything.
Really?
Yes. Moving to Cedar Valley, New Hampshire is a fantastic idea. I want to go. I want us to start over. I want things to be like they were in the beginning.
You mean that?
Yes, I mean it. I want you to be happy. I want us to be happy. It'll be perfect. Perfect. What was it that you were saying?
It's not important.
What'd she have to say?
About what?
The list. You didn't ask her about the list?
I didn't want to spoil the moment.
Well, what happened to trust and honesty?
They desperately needed the night off.
Physician, heal thyself.
Hello, Miss Lansing. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Mercedes.
Your mail, Dr. Elston?
Yes, thank you.
Oh my God, Carter, it's you.
97 on the 917, taking him on at Sagamore Implement.
What'd you say his name was?
George Harris, sir.
George Harris.
Yes, hi. We need to see Detective Winitsky right away. It's urgent.
He's out on a case. Could someone else help you?
I'm not putting myself through telling this story again. Please see that he gets this photocopy and have him call me at...
Oh, give him my number. Maybe you should stay there until we find out what's going on.
All right. That case he's out on, you wouldn't happen to know what it is.
Sorry.
So you're the one that found him, Mrs. Feinstein?
Actually, we both did. I came home from my health club and I realized I'd forgotten my keys, so I asked my building manager here to let me in. And that's when... Look at this place. Warren must have surprised a burglar, don't you think?
Hello?
Alex, it's me.
Oh, there you are. You must have left at the crack of dawn, because I woke up early and you were already gone.
What?
Is there something you needed? I'm sort of in a hurry.
No, I can wait. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye. You're up. Morning. Did you sleep well?
I stayed out all night. My wife didn't even notice.
Well, that's good, right? I mean, the less suspicious she is of you right now.
I feel like I don't know her anymore.
You sure you ever did?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, it's just I think that you've filled in a lot of blanks where she's concerned. It's okay. We've all been there. Maybe you should throw it open for discussion tonight.
Tonight? What's tonight?
What's tonight? Are you serious?
What?
Do the words infomercial taping ring a bell?
Oh, I can't. Absolutely not. I'm in no shape.
Well, it's that or a breach of contract suit. We will get you in shape. Besides, it might be good to get your mind off this for a couple of hours.
Oh, no. Now what?
Well, I'll spare you the boring obituary page with the Mr. George Harris on it, since I suppose it could be any George Harris, but there is such a thing as too many coincidences in one day.
Oh, God. Warren Feinstein, our Warren Feinstein, the guy on the list?
Mm-hmm. He was murdered yesterday, and his memorial service is today. How's that for quick planning? If I didn't know better, I'd think the bereaved widow saw it coming.
Well, whom did Nicole Allison recruit?
Milton Abbott of New Canaan, Connecticut. Come on down.
Love the string quartet, by the way. Would it be tacky of me to pre-book them for Robert's funeral? Oh, my God.
So?
I'll take care of it. Alex, may I have a moment with you in private? Please?
The same thing you are, comforting my dear friend Sheila in her time of need. It would look strange if I wasn't here.
I'll tell you what would look strange. If 3 instead of 2 dear friends suddenly became widows within a few short days of each other.
I seriously doubt that I'm exactly the talk of the funeral, considering I've never met any of these people before in my life. Beautiful. Who's even going to notice me?
Who knows? That's just the point. We can't afford to take stupid chances like this.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. It would have meant so much to Warren. He spoke so often of you. I'm Sheila Feinstein.
I'm Carter Elston, Alex's husband.
Of course. Yes. Well, enjoy the service.
We're seen together every day at the spa.
Does this look like a spa to
We're
you?
in trouble. We're in trouble. What?
Your husband's here.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Carter couldn't be here. He didn't even know Warren.
Since he just introduced himself to me, I guess that only leaves us one other possibility, doesn't it? He's on to us.
Oh, well, that's just fabulous.
No, he's not. That's impossible.
What then? He just likes to funeral hop? What else could it be, you nitwit?
Who are you calling a nitwit?
Will you two please shut up? We don't have time for this.
Go home, pack your things, and disappear for a few days.
Why?
You and I are going to go back in there, sob our guts out, get Warren planted, and head to the nearest payphone and start making calls.
Then Robert's murder gets postponed?
It can't be helped.
Would somebody please tell me what we're talking about?
If Carter's pieced enough together to show up here, he might have talked to the authorities for all we know.
He could be having you watched, and that would lead him right to us.
Rosemary and I are going to put all the women on urgent notice.
To do what?
To kill Carter. No one else on that list gets touched until your husband is dead.
Well, that's wonderful.
All right, you'll be sure to give Dr. Elston my message.
Oh, yes, Miss Elston. Don't you worry.
Oh, I hope I don't miss this flight.
And I sure hope you're finally feeling better.
Thank you.
Hello, Jerry. Mrs. Dalton Phillips. Say hello to Mrs. Warren Feinstein. Oh, hello. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise,
Mrs.
likewise.
Warren
Feinstein. Hi, I'm Mrs. Milton Abbott.
Oh, very nice to meet you. Mrs. Samuel Fisher, I'd like you to meet Mrs. Robert Monroe.
How are you? Oh, well, I'm just delighted to meet you. I'd like you to meet Mrs. John Allison. Hi. Hi.
Ladies, excuse me. It's showtime.
Yeah! Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name's Dave, and thanks for coming down tonight. We're going to have a terrific show for you. Now, as you all know, Dr. Carter Elston is a master of solving relationship problems, and we're going to have a few couples on the show tonight that will be discussing their difficulties. So if any of our couples experience a breakthrough tonight, what kind of support are we going to give them? Excellent. Excellent. You know, you are the best audience I have seen tonight. Fabulous. Okay, now, how do we feel about any name-calling or insensitivities that might come up? Yeah, you are on the ball tonight, people. Yeah, give yourselves a hand.
Dr. Elston, how about a little concealer under those eyes?
You think they need it?
Yeah, I think so. I should scold you. You're not getting enough sleep.
Yeah, who can sleep?
What do you mean?
Nothing. Maybe you're right. Let's try it.
Okay, I'll be right back. Hey, I just checked my voicemail. Still nothing from Detective Winitsky.
Betty, give him time. I've only left the man 14 messages. Anyway, the good news is Alex is gone.
Gone? What do you mean gone?
And when I went home to change clothes, the doorman said she'd left. Apparently her father had taken ill or something.
Good, maybe you're safe for now. I'm gonna go check on the publishing group.
And thirdly, you know, money. I think that they should be paid as husbands a daily wage, you know, and the same thing with wives. So that way everything's controlled and there's no arguing at all over these silly, stupid issues. I think that's my thought.
Get the lighting fixed. Check the mics.
Right away, Dr. Elston. Dr. Elston needs ice water.
Yeah, right over there.
Huh? Oh, I must have fallen asleep. What? Are we running on time?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I just spoke to the desk sergeant, and he will personally try to reach Detective Winitsky.
Well, let's hope someone finds him soon. I mean, this is getting ridiculous.
We're ready for you, Dr. Elston.
All right, here we
Let's go.
I'll catch you after the intro.
Okay, I'll check the monitor.
Everybody wants to be my baby. People. This is a television studio, not an art gallery. I want to hear, are you ready? Let's hear it. Are you ready? Are you pumped? Yeah. That was great. Well done. Excellent. You are the best audience, really. I mean it from my heart. Now, how do we feel? Okay, before we start taping, I think we should have a brief bonding moment with the man you have all come to see tonight. No, I don't mean me. I mean the love relationship guru himself, Dr. Carter Elston!
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You know, A few years ago, when I...
I'm sorry.
That was not good. Sorry. This is not part of the show. Hello. Hi.
I love your work.
Well, a fan. How about that? Hey, can you watch your step?
Fine.
Fine? Oh, good. Well, we're off to a great start. First of all, I think I should thank our special surprise mystery guest for showing up, whether she meant to or not. But mostly, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming to tonight's taping. And here's hoping that this is just the first of many surprises we can look forward to once our 3 brave volunteer couples join us to learn more about making love last. We'll be with you in a moment when we get all this straightened out. Thank you very much.
Okay, everybody, that's the first position.
Who was that? I don't know. She looks familiar, but I can't place her. Listen, do me a favor. Call and leave another message for Detective Winitsky, just in case, okay? Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be with you in a few moments.
Okay, folks, listen, sometimes when we're doing live-to-tape television, little mistakes like this happen, so...
That feels good, just what the doctor ordered.
I'm sure.
They'll be sharing their marital problems with us. Our first
Oh, Dr. Elston, you're going to be finished up here in no time.
It can't be soon enough.
Just close your eyes. Relax. I'm going to get that concealer. I'm going to take good care of you.
This side, right.
Please.
Good. This is the concealer?
Why? Because you could ruin everything. Come back here.
My towel, I'll kill you.
There is so much love in this room tonight. You know what? I think you should all turn to the person sitting next to you and give them a big, warm hug, okay? Yeah. Yeah. That is terrific.
Hold it! Sheila, a knife.
Gunshots won't attract any attention?
Well, he managed to get away from you.
Oh, Rosemary, let's not argue.
But
You go that, you go this way, and I'll go that. Go.
Okay, I should mention that there's Dr. Elston's second book is out in the lobby for you to pick up. Okay, it's a terrific read. I read it in about 20 minutes, and I could not put it down.
Oh!
What's wrong?
We're in trouble. They're trying to kill me.
Who's trying to kill you?
Okay, Carter, you can run what you
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
Well, let's just hope Winitsky picked up his message. There's a door over there. Come on, let's go. Stay with me.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged back. You ready for that concealer, Dr. Elston? You will never get away with this.
Betty, let me handle this. How can you think you can possibly get away with this?
Well, ladies, it's perhaps our finest moment.
We shouldn't leave that. Let's do it here. Why? We can make it look like an accident. What kind of accident were you thinking of at the last minute?
Okay, everybody just settle down. I think we can make this nice and neat. Everyone will leave one at a time, and Rosemary and I will take them out.
We'll take minutes of it?
No, very good. Yeah.
No, of course it's not. No.
For Dr. Carter Ralston, the Love Doctor!
Nice big smile, Doctor, and take a bow. There you go. Just keep smiling. Keep smiling, Doctor.
Keep moving, Red.
You know this is insane.
This is what you get for breaking a chain letter.
Excuse me, ladies, that's far enough. You're under arrest. Read my rights.
Oh, thank God.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Watch the jewelry.
Yes, ma'am.
You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you.
Can't afford.
You okay, Sheila?
You guys okay?
Yeah, no thanks to you. Where the hell have you been?
Following you.
Oh, my God. You know, Carter finally figured out what those lists were about.
You're not going to believe some sort of chain letter thing, right?
You knew that?
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Let's go.
Okay, one pepperoni pizza on its way.
I wonder if she knows yet.
Well, I'm sure Detective Wineski will call us when they pick her up at her parents' house.
How could I be that blind? I feel so foolish.
Carter, don't belittle yourself. I mean, think how lucky you are to have found the list in the first place.
I'm also lucky to have you.
Oh, I'm lucky to have you, too.
Go ahead. Do you have any napkins?
Oh, how domestic. Get over there.
What are you doing here?
Well, I didn't go to my mother's, did I, Carter?
Alex, just think about what you're doing.
Shut up!
You can't speak to her like that.
Oh? What are you gonna do, Carter? Talk about it? Oh, at a loss for words, Carter? Oh, come on. You can share your thoughts with me because I am your safe place, and I promise to listen with the passion of a lover and the compassion of a friend.
Alex, I want to tell you that I hear what you're saying, and actually there is something I'd like to share with you. It... You okay?
So, Dr. Elston, I understand you're divorced.
Yes.
And who is this Betty person I keep seeing around here?
Oh, Betty's a good friend from New York who comes up to visit me as often as she can. Okay, a nice deep breath for me.
Doctor, could you come in here for a minute?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but you have to see this.
It took the jury of 12 married women less than an hour to convict the now legendary chain letter wives of a reduced charge of voluntary manslaughter.
Mrs. Allison, did you know your husband's killer?
The book's up for grabs.
Mrs. Phillips, will you get to keep the Jag?
Of course.
Mrs. Allison, will you be writing your memoirs at all?
Did you choose that shade of lipstick to appeal to the jury?
Rosemary Monroe, is it true you'll be teaching a gun course?
Yes.
Mrs. Ketcher, are you one of the original Phillips? Is that an original?
Legal experts predict a sentence of no more than 3 years at a minimum security facility.
Just 3 years?
Look at it this way. At least it's over.
Oh, doctor, I'm waiting.
woman kills me.
I know it's a big decision. After all, it is murder. But if you can't handle it, I'm sure that I can find a candidate who's about to be released that can handle it.
Okay. I'm in.
You won't regret it.
Bum bum